Hey everybody, Cashman here. How are you? Welcome to the first episode of the Cashman here podcast. Thank you guys so much for joining us, not only on the podcast itself, but also on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, which is just Cashman here. It's easy to find. Um, Now, if you're just listening to the actual podcast itself, you're not going to see this, but if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see that I'm wearing my I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. Yeah, there. I'm wearing my All Things Must Pass sweatshirt because it's a little cold in here. I got the AC pumping because it's almost the end of August and the weather is still out of control, especially for rain and stuff. But anyways, guys, thank you guys. Whoops. I'm sorry, I hit the microphone. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for joining in on this first episode of the Cashman Your podcast. I hope you guys enjoy this. I I don't know if I'm ever gonna have any guests on here. I might have like my friends or something. If they want to do this, I'm not gonna force them to. But if they want to do this, that's totally fine. Um, but when it comes to like certain guests, I might stick to my cousins too they know s- because they know stuff like this. Well, not saying that my friends don't either, but because but I'm a but my cousins are very lenient about it. My friends usually aren't, but it's no big deal. Like I'm not gonna force them to do it if they don't want to do it. It's because it's whatever. Like if you don't want to do the podcast, that's fine. I'll just do it myself and make all the money myself. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys had a good day today. Um, um, uh, now, today is Friday, but I'm gonna be putting this podcast out tomorrow, which will be Saturday. And I hope you guys had a good Friday. I had a decent because school started back up for the kids that still go to school. I still go to school. I'm a senior this year. Thank thank God. I'm glad I'm a senior this year. I'm kind of happy, but not really. Not really at the same time because I don't know what I'm going to do after high school. I would rather be a YouTuber or maybe a musician. I am going to open mic nights now. Sorry if the audio cuts out. I got an effect on my computer saying that certain parts cut out. I might have to redo it. I don't know, but yeah. But anyways, I don't know what I'm gonna do after high school. That's where my dilemma is right now. I don't know what I'm gonna do after high school. I'm still trying to figure that out. My parents want me to go to college. I don't want to go to college. Um, I want to I love doing what I love doing. I don't want to mess it up. Like I'm even though the college would be a good thing for some people. Like if you want to go to college, I'm not gonna tell you not to. Um, but the way I feel about it, and it's the same way that my uncle feels about it too, is if your son or daughter's got good grades, they've been working hard, and they know what to do. If they want to go to school, emphasis on the word they. If they want to go to school, then let them go to school. If they don't want to go to school, then that's their problem. Like they'll go out in the world, they'll see what they want to do, and then if they change their mind and decide that they do want to go to college, then that's on them. But if they don't and they want to get a job, let them do that. Um, that's kind of where I'm like now. I'm fine with getting a job after high school. Like I'm fine with that. Like I want to make enough money and hopefully also do YouTube on the side and grind YouTube to a point where I can quit my job and do YouTube full time. Like that's what I'm kind of hoping, or I'll try to see if I can become a musician. I really want to do that. Like I've written some songs. I'm still writing songs too. Like I'm not gonna stop anybody from doing what they want to do. So yeah, like if you want to do what you want to do, then you do you and I'll do me. It's no big deal. Um, but yeah. Um, so that's where I am currently at. Like with school and whatnot. I'm currently in that dilemma. Like I'm taking classes that have dual enrollment. I admittedly I don't think I don't think I would have put these down. I just wrote them down because why not? I don't know. I didn't know what I was gonna expect. I probably would have taken psychology again. Um, okay, well, I got intro to psych. I didn't know if I could do psychology again, even though I had dual enrollment for that class. I don't know if I could take it again. I wouldn't have been opposed to it. But yeah, but that's where I'm currently at. I don't know about you guys, but if you guys are in, but if you guys are in school or not, and you're watching this podcast, let me know in the comments, and tell me what you guys feel about that. But where I'm currently at, that's just where I'm at. I mean, like, I got a cousin on my father's side. My cousin through my uncle on my dad's side. He didn't go to college. He's doing gigs with his own band down in Williamsport, where I live in Pennsylvania, Williamsport, Pennsylvania. He's doing gigs down there. Um, my one of my other cousin, he's out in Chicago. I don't know what he does. He's what is he? A businessman or whatever? I don't know what he is. And then I got another cousin on my dad's side too, that like he's all over the place. He'll be on a hotel one night in D.C., then he'll be a night in New York, and all kinds of stuff like that. Um, yeah, that's where that's where they are. Um, and I got some cousins on my dad's side. One I got a I got an uncle who lives down in Texas. They're they're two they're they're they have three kids. One's in jail right now. He's getting out this year. I'm not gonna I'm divulge into that too much. Um, but the only thing I will say is, while in jail, he was able to do college, I guess, like, or take school classes, I guess. My cousin from him, my eldest one from him, she went to college. So did the other one. He went to college and he's working in he moved to Dallas and he's working, and eventually he's gonna move to Colorado. Um, and I'm happy for him. Like, he chose to do that in life, and I'm figuring that out myself too. Like, I don't want to be dead set on going to college like right afterwards. Like, I don't even know if I want to go to college. I kind of don't, because I okay, look, I could see myself going, like, being enrolled into college, but then I wouldn't go to classes. And the reason I say that is because knowing myself, I just wouldn't feel like it. Like like I like 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 one of my teachers, she said one of her sons was um enrolled in the college, but he didn't go to classes and flunked out. And I could see myself doing that too. Like I could see myself being enrolled, but I wouldn't go to classes. And the reason is because I wouldn't feel like it. I could be I would be there, but I wouldn't go. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but that's just how I feel. Like, I could be enrolled, but I wouldn't go. Like, that's how I feel about myself. I got one cousin who, he's going to college. He's going to be an anesthesiologist where he puts people to sleep, and he loved doing that. Like, he's always wanted to do that his whole life, because it's been very interesting for him, and I'm happy for him. I'm about that too. Um, and then I got another cousin. Now these cousins are my mom's side now, or from my mom's side. I got one cousin who he's not going to college. He's working for Lewis Lumber um, in Montoursville, Pennsylvania, and you know he likes working with lumber. I mean, like, his father likes working with lumber, and knowing him, he would not. Um, Him and his brother, they would not go to college. I could see. I know them. I know them. They would not go to college. They don't seem like college type people. And like how um, my cousin Andrews told me, he said, um, uh, and Andrew's the one that's going to be the anesthesiologist. He said to me, unless you know what you're doing, like, unless you know what you want to do when you go to college, then going to college is a joke. Like, unless you know what you want to do. Like, and, and I understand that. Like, like how some people like they say that college is a joke and you should just stick to your passion, like, and be passionate about it. And I believe in that too. I believe if you're passionate and if you're very very passionate about something and you think that this could work, do it. Like I I be- I believe in that. I'm a firm believer in that, and I wouldn't know how to go about it if I didn't. So I would say, yeah, um y- um uh, yeah, like if you want to do it, do it. Like I'm a firm believer in that. Um, yeah. So let's move past the school subject. And just get on with other stuff. There was one topic that I wanted to talk about before I even started the podcast. Is I wanted to touch on dating. Now, that's a big thing that goes on in my class. Like like who's got a girlfriend, who's got a boyfriend. I mean, Um, and currently, I don't have a girlfriend. I have not had a girlfriend yet. I I'm not really look. I wouldn't say I'm looking for one. I would like one, but I'm not dead set. Like I'm not, don't get me wrong. I like being single. I like doing stuff and not being tied to somebody else. But there are periods of time where I'm like, yeah, you know, I would like to get the experience of, being with somebody. Um, I've not had a girlfriend yet. Um, and the reason why is because I'm uh, well there's two reasons to me. There's two reasons for me on why I don't have a girlfriend. The way I see it um uh, is like I said. The first reason is because I don't really have a full desire for a girlfriend. I I mean I'd like one, but I don't need one. Like I like being single, but I would like to be like with somebody. Like I'd like to have somebody to talk to, like when my parents aren't home and whatnot. Um, and I have friends too to do that, but I would like to have a girlfriend where I could be not okay, not intimate. No, not that. Like just like to be to be around, like that your parents like and whatnot. That's what I would like too. Like like be like a loving person. So that's the number one reason why I don't have a girlfriend is I just don't have a need for one. And the second thing on why I don't have a girlfriend is because I want I want us both to know what we're getting into. Let me explain on that. I'm not trying to be mean to the girls that that go to my school if they listen to the podcast because I know that some of them are die-hard fans of mine and they listen to my stuff all the time. I don't want to offend any of them, but just the girls that I'm around here, they're kind of like where I am in Pennsylvania. The girls that I'm around, they're pick and choose. You gotta have this, or like you gotta have a six pack, or you gotta have, you know, like you gotta have long hair, you gotta have short hair, you gotta play sports or whatever, or you gotta be rich. And like that's it. I'm just worried that the kind of life that they envision for herself wouldn't be any more than the kind of life that I'd be living and envisioning for mine. Like I wouldn't want I wouldn't want it to be like 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 yes, yes, I know, like when it comes to dating, like, like if you're with anybody, you expect stuff to come as baggage with some person that's different from you. And I understand that. Like, but what I would want to know is I'd want to know exactly what I'm getting into and not, like expect the same old, like, like stuff could be like bad and whatnot. Like, I wouldn't want to be like somebody like who gets with a person that's like very nice and then get into a very abusive relationship. And don't get me wrong, like I don't know exactly like what to say for that, but I just like I want it's just like I want us both to know what we're getting into. Like not push it too hard, like, like not like I wouldn't say stress it too hard. I'm just saying like just like go easy at first. Like, like if you're just like yes, like yes with the first love, it's it's like this is everything to me. Like this is everything to me. Don't mean to be doing weird ASMR type stuff. Um, Sorry about that, and I'm sorry if I'm. And again, I want to apologize for if the audio keeps cutting out. It just does. My audio does this. I don't know why it does this. Um, but it keeps popping up for certain things. Um, yeah. So that's one of the reasons. And well, for me, when it comes to girls, I don't. I'm not picky about them. I mean, I am into certain things. I do have a thing for blondes, like not just because I'm a blonde myself, but I've just always been interested in blondes. Like, you know what I mean? I just like okay, when I say blondes, I don't mean the dumb blonde. Like I don't mean that. Like I don't expect every blonde out there to be dumb. I just have a thing for blondes. I do have a thing for brunettes a little bit. They do need love. There too. Um, I do have a thing for that. Um, Not so much redheads, but not too much. Some black hairs. Some black haired girls are nice too. Um, they're nice too. Um, but I don't really have a type like like I don't really have a type. I just want somebody to be loving, caring, pretty. I mean, like, okay, um, don't get me wrong. Like there are some people that I know that where they think they're ugly when they're really not. Like I even told a girl that I like still. I told her I said because I saw her. She was on, I think Amazon or Facebook looking up at beauty products, and I'm like, you're looking up beauty products again. She's like, yep, you know it. And I'm like I don't know why because you look beautiful with or without makeup. And she took it as a compliment because I was being like I'm being honest here. Like there's some women and for other women too. Like you look beautiful with with or without makeup. Like you don't need to like if you like put makeup on because you think that's the only way to be beautiful. It's not true. Like without makeup, you're a beautiful person. Like there's some people that I know that like they wear makeup all the time and but they're very beautiful people. Um but it's just who they are and I wouldn't change that and I wouldn't tell them that they have to change that like if you want to wear makeup that's fine. You like wear makeup. I'm not going to stop you. Um yeah. I do have I like I don't have a like um height preference, I'd say same height or shorter than me. Like, I could never date somebody like who's taller than me. Like just for like kissing purposes. Like there are some people that are very attractive who are taller than me. They are, they're like, and when I say tall, I mean like they tower over me. Um, and they're very pretty. Um, but but I don't know if I'd be with them because they tower over me, and but like I'm not saying I wouldn't rule a tall woman out. I'm just saying it'd be out of my it'd be out of my comfort zone for that. And don't get me wrong, I'm comfortable around them. Um, I'm trying to think of deal breakers. Um, always like always like just yells at you. I mean like I don't think you're gonna find one that doesn't. Honestly, like I'm after a while like no like it like not offending anybody, but I'm just saying like I don't think like you're gonna find anybody that doesn't. Um, but what would be the ideal first date for me? A nice dinner. That'd be be one thing. Not an escape room. Like no, not an escape room. Um, if she'd be down for a movie, I'd go to. I mean, I'd go for a movie. Um, um, maybe maybe ice cream. Maybe after dinner, or I'm in a movie. Um, wouldn't I don't know if I invite her into the house, but just like I'm gonna like get to know him. Like afterwards, just have a conversation in the car or something. Um, yeah, like that'd be my ideal first date. Like a nice dinner, a movie. Like like I'm not like a fancy guy. Like I'm a bit of an old-fashioned type of guy, where like you go to a dinner, you be nice. Um, and maybe go to the movies. Like I get now, like since the pandemic, like going to the movies has become a joke. um but I wouldn't rule it out. Like I get, yeah, the girl that I'm like now, I'm not gonna say her name. But if you know who she is, then you know who she is. Don't go spreading it around. um Not being rude, but I'm just saying don't go spreading it around. But the girl that I like now, she's very attractive. Um, bit of a, she's blonde. She's, I wouldn't say strawberry blonde. Like it's like we are a mix of, it's like we got blonde and brown hair at the same time. That's where she kind of falls into. It's like my mom. Well, granted, my mom dyes her hair, but that kind of color. Um, she's very beautiful with and without makeup. Um, this was the one I was talking to you about. She told me that she couldn't, she wouldn't really go to a movie like on a like like after a date or something, or maybe it wasn't that. Like maybe but she told me that she wouldn't really go to a movie. Like she wouldn't go to a movie like just for the heck of it because you know, um, because like because since the pandemic, like it's like I'm like, oh, what's the movies? Like if I'm like if one's come out, like now on on my like digital, like I can just watch it at home. Um, and I respect that. Like I kind of feel the same way. Like if, but I like like not saying I don't enjoy going to the movies. I enjoy going to the movies. Like I saw the Elvis movie recently, very nice movie. I encourage you guys to go see it. It's very nice. Um, and a good tribute to Elvis. Too good, uh, too great of a tribute to Colonel Tom Parker. I hate that guy. I hate him with a passion. Because he worked Elvis to death. Like, I'm not saying that he didn't love Elvis. I'm just saying that, like, he didn't love Elvis as much as, like Tom Hanks, said that he did. Um, but anyway, I encourage you guys, go see that movie. It's a very nice movie. Um, but yeah, she told me she would like to see the Elvis movie. Um, and I said, well, it comes out on DVD. You might as well just wait till then, like, cause it comes out in September, so you might as well just do that. And plus, I don't know how long it's gonna be till it's out of the theater. Um, yeah, yeah. The girl that I like now was like that. Okay, but the girl I liked before, oh boy, this was like years of crushing and stuff. It wasn't until I think maybe 10th grade, a bit 10th grade and 10th and 11th grade actually, where I kind of started to lose the spark of not liking her too much. And it wasn't just because, like, like when the pandemic broke out, she went virtual and I stayed in person. It wasn't really like that. It was just more like, you know, times have changed, and it's weird because how do you like? Okay, it's weird because like you're supposed to like like I'm here like like here's how it would be. I was supposed to be fine if she talked about other guys around me, even though we were crushing very hard for for each other. But but you but if I talk about other girls around you, you get offended, and we're not even dating, and I'm talking about other girls that like are my friends or whatever that at the time I didn't have any interest in, but yet I'm supposed to be fine with you talking about other guys around me, and you're not okay with me talking about other girls around you. Yeah, that's a little bit of a problem. Like, we're not even dating, so I don't know why that would be an issue. Um, so that was one of the major factors. And a lot of it just was because it because you know I'd known I'd known this girl. We used to be kind of neighbors. Um, I'd known her. I have known her since for about 12 years now. No, 13 years. Yeah, 13 years now. We met in 2009. But anyway, yeah. So we'd met in 2009. Um, um, but the girl I like now, we, well, that's a little different. Like okay, the first girl I liked, I had a crush on for for like 10 years. Um, and known her for 13. Um, the girl that I like now, I've known her my whole life because her parents owned a flower shop, and I just say hi, um, and we just speak. Um, but um, but I've known her my whole life, and I started liking her at the end of last school year. So it was back in like May. It's 2022 now, so I'd say at the end of uh, I think April of 2022 of this year. Yeah, I think back in April. Yeah, that's when I really started to like her, and I got that spark. Like, something electric actually happened to us, kind of at the end of last school year. But summer vacation kind of ruined it a little bit. Like, not saying that that's not there. I'm just saying, like, we still gotta, like, it's gotta, like, we gotta talk more this year to kind of like like get it back. Like I'm not saying that I wouldn't jump on anything. Like I'm not saying that like I want to rush into dating. Like she's kind of not interested in dating right now, and I respect that. And I'm still the same way. Like I'm not interested in dating. I would like to, just not interested right now. And I understand that. Um, but she wouldn't be somebody that like would get angry at me if I was talking to somebody else around her that I like if I was talking about somebody that I liked at one point, and 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 the first girl that I like, I told her that one of that this one, the one I like now was actually my eldest friend, and she was like, no, no, I'm your eldest friend, and I'm like, no, you're not. I know my eldest friends. I had met I had met this one in 2006, and I've known you since 2009. There's a bit of a there's a 3 year difference. Okay, I've known her for 13 years now. Um, I've known her for 13 years. I've known the other one for 17. Yeah, there's a bit. I met you in 2009, met the other one in 2006. So there's a bit of a, yeah, so I've known one for 16 years. I've known you for 3. No, I'm for 13. So bit, there's a bit of a year difference, okay? That's it. Like that's just how I feel about it. And it gets a little annoying at times, but it's fine. It's whatever. And plus she's got a new and plus the one I used to like, plus she's got a new boyfriend now. And and I'm happy for her. Like I'm trying not to let my like I'm trying not to let the instincts of my dad kick in. Like my dad, like when my mom would would see other people, like they weren't together, like like all the time when I was growing up. But when they weren't, and my mom would try to like get another guy around, he would like be upset. Like he would like get very jealous. And that's what I'm trying not to do. Like I'm trying to not let my dad instincts kick in. Like I get that from my dad. It's hereditary. It's like I'm trying not to let that happen. So that's that's kind of where I'm at. Like I'm trying not to let that happen. So that's why I moved on from that. And plus, also, I don't know. And plus, I've never talked about this before, but my first album, Pennsylvania, which is on Spotify and all streaming services, most of them, not Instagram or TikTok, but but it is on YouTube, not just my personal channel, but on other channels, like you can find it too, and on Spotify. Um, but um, a lot of it, I don't want to speak too much about it because I got a video coming out about the making of the album and other ones too, where where I immerse a lot. Like I no, I divulge a lot into it. Um, um, but I will say that some of the songs, um, subconsciously, I think childhood friends, that one on the album, and maybe standing in the golden sun too, or maybe I think mostly childhood friends. I think subconsciously that has to do with my life, because yeah, because that's when I was becoming, disenchanted, with my with my first crush at the time. Um, I was like, at the time I wasn't thinking it, like I was just trying, like write my first batch of tunes, but when I hear it, I can see it was working in the back of my mind for some time. Um, and I don't think it was, and I didn't know it, and I didn't know it at the time. But now I can look back, and I was kind of like, like thinking, like after this, like more subconsciously, and I think the subconscious knows better than you sometimes. Like after this album, I'm moving on from her, and admittedly, from her, and admittedly, it was like, again, more dropouts of audio. Great. Um, but like I was saying, like at the time that I was making that, it felt like in the music, like when I was writing it, it felt like I was going to therapy for the first time, and it was changing me. And admittedly, I'm not obligated, like unless, like you're my mom or my boss or one of my family members or something. I'm not obligated to bare my soul to anybody. Like like especially in public, like I feel like like great about like the people that they want to talk to me, like I want to get to know me, like it's very flattering, but it is very hard to sit down and talk about yourself relentlessly, it's not something that it's that's like you would want to do. For me, I just want to be either a musician and play music or a YouTuber and make videos. That's just what I would like to be. Um, and I don't want to touch too much. Like I'm a very private person. Like I like to keep my private life out of the spot, like out of the public eye from YouTube. Certain times, I'm, a, I'm, a, like, don't get me wrong. Like there's times where like I'll open up about certain stuff. Like with the vlogs, that's where like you kind of get me, like you get me on a personal level, like you get to know me personally, um, and stuff, and that's a good thing too, like because there's some people that want to know what the real side of me is like, and admittedly, all this stuff that I do usually it is, it's the real me, you know what I mean, and it's very nice. Yeah, that's it's nice too. I don't know how long the camera battery is gonna be, but if it dies, I'm just gonna keep going on the podcast. And if you guys die out on the YouTube thing and this camera dies, then you can jump over to the podcast and catch up it if the camera cuts out, which I probably won't because I might end it at 45 minutes or so. But anyways, yeah. So beyond the okay, so beyond beyond dating, that's all I'm gonna get past on. Um, I am working on new music. I am writing that. My next album, which should be out in September, that's what I'm aiming for. Um, I'm I'm aiming to get my second one out in September and my third one out in October. I know it's not good to release albums twice in 1 year, but it's but it's just the way I do it. Um, but my second one, it's gonna have. Excuse me, I'm tired. Um, it's gonna have originals mixed with covers. I just wanted to play covers this time, and I found a good batch of good songs. I've got um, I've got um, I've got some Tom Petty. I've got some Bob Dylan. Um, I think that's it. Yeah. But my fourth album, that's gonna have Johnny, Bob, Tom, Waylon, all kinds of stuff, because that's gonna be a tribute to my dad. Not spoiling too much. I don't want to give too much away, but that's just what that's gonna be. But that's what that is. Yeah. So don't worry. For those of you that like, I'm gonna listen to the music. There's gonna be more music coming soon, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Um, as far as videos right now, I, I, I haven't been doing the vlogs too much. I've had a whole lot of stuff going on, not just high school and stuff, but work. I had an open mic night on Wednesday that went great. Um, and I also got work. Like I work at my aunt's deli in town. Doing good there. Um, and I've also got what else have I got? Um, yeah. Um, I'm working on more Nerd videos too. I want to get back into this after the camera fiasco happened. Which if you followed me on social media, it was a pain in the ass. It was a big pain in the ass. It was. But I finally got it solved, and I'm back to using the camera and being able to make these the more Nerd videos, and I'm really looking forward to it. I want to jump back into making more Nerd videos. I do want to try to get a new I want to get a new I do want to get a new um I do want to get a new late show episode out. It's been a while since I've done that. I really want to get back into that because I got to finish up. I think I got 4 more episodes to do, and then I can start season 2. Cause keep in mind, I had I it's going for 3 seasons. For now, I don't want to. I'm not gonna cancel it again. Hopefully, but it's going for 3 seasons right now, and then hopefully I can start season 2. Hopefully I can start that soon. Um, yeah, it's so after the next 4 episodes, I want to start season 2, and it's gonna be great if you're fans of that. It's wacky and funny, and that's just what Mortimer is. And speaking of Mortimer, I have him here right now, and I want to bring him up and so he can say a few words. Let me see. Get him. Whoop. Okay, right here. Yep. All right, there he is. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, you'll see him. But Mortimer's here right now, and I'll get him to say a few words. How are you, Mortimer? No, I'm doing fine. I just wanna get back to making these the YouTube videos. And I wanna get back into doing the uh what is it? The Mortimer Snerd vlogs. Yes, the Northerner Snerd vlogs on Northerner Snerd 2. Yes, that's it. Um, yeah. I hope you can get back into making those videos too, Mortimer. So thank you. Um, it's been a struggle, with the camera. Oh yeah, that camera. I'm glad we got that, solved. Yeah, I am too. Yeah. Oh yeah. So you're doing a podcast now? Yep, I am. A podcast. I thought about doing that, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. I think I'll just let you do it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. I don't know what if I'm gonna have guests or not, but if I'm gonna have guests, I'm probably gonna just do my cousins, and and maybe maybe my friends from time to time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That I understand. Because your cousins will know more about this than your friends would. Not saying that your friends don't know what podcasts are, but they'd be more lenient on you filming that than your friends would. Yeah, I I think that too. Um, yeah. All right. Well, I'll let you finish the podcast, and I'm gonna try to go and get some sleep. All right, Mortimer. Night. Night. Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Mortimer, for saying a few words. Oh, no problem. um. Yeah. Yeah. So that's where that is. Yeah. But anyways, guys. that's gonna do it for today's podcast episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this. There will be more, hopefully. It might just be me. It might include guests, my friends and whatnot. Um, yeah, but I really hope you enjoyed the podcast. Um, some of these might be written down, topics that I really want to talk about. Some of those, like this one today, they might just be up at the top of my head. Um, and also, don't forget, get Mortimer also does live streams too. Too, right, Mortimer? Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's true. So if you guys wanna see Mortimer live streams, catch his YouTube channel sometimes because they just pop out of nowhere. Um, yeah, yeah. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching and listening to this podcast, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode. I don't know when, but at some point. And I hope you guys will tune in, and we'll see you guys in the next podcast episode with or without a guest. So, yeah. Alright, so anyways, guys, you have a good evening and or day, depending on when you're listening to this, and I'll see you guys in the next podcast episode. Bye.